The U.S. Supreme Court rules to stay out of the fight over same-sex marriage for now. The court refused to hear cases from 5 states seeking to keep their same-sex marriage bans in place.
The decision is giving those involved in Idaho's battle a little more hope that their day at the altar will soon be honored. On Your Side's Chris Oswalt is live in the studio with the story.
Michelle and Dawn, the Supreme Court's refusal to take up challenges to laws legalizing gay marriage in those 5 states has an immediate impact. Gay couples in those states can now wed. Some think the decision sends a bigger message. Members of Idaho's LGBT community get a boost in hope Monday following the Supreme Court's ruling to not review 5 same-sex marriage lawsuits.
The Supreme Court's decision today makes us very hopeful.
Sue Latta and Shireen Watson are 2 of the 8 women suing the state, saying Idaho's 2006 voter-approved ban is unconstitutional. They are happy with the ruling by the High Court, but are waiting to hear what the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has to say.
I'm anxious to hear a decision, and when that decision comes, it's anybody's guess, but we are anxious to hear and figure out what the next steps are going to be.
Monday's Supreme Court ruling, or lack thereof, is expected to extend gay marriage benefits to 30 states. That does not include Idaho. The Idaho case is waiting for a ruling from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. Attorney for the plaintiffs, Deborah Ferguson.
I think everyone surprised by the Supreme Court's decision not to further review any of or accept the petitions in front of it concerning same-sex marriage.
A shock it was to many. Experts on both sides of the issue had expected the justices to step in and decide gay marriage cases this term. Just last week, John Runoff, a Boise constitutional attorney, told me he even expected Idaho's case to go before the High Court.
I frankly would expect to see the Ninth Circuit, the 3 or 4 Ninth Circuit cases included in the mix.
Despite today's decision by the Supreme Court, Idaho's case is not over. When the Ninth Circuit does issue a ruling, and in the event the ruling is in the favor of the plaintiffs, it is possible same-sex marriage in Idaho will become immediately legal. But the state could still request a stay from the Supreme Court. In a written statement, the Idaho Attorney General told me, quote, "The lawsuit challenging the constitutionality of Idaho's marriage law is still pending before the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The appellate court has also issued a stay pending the decision, meaning Idaho's prohibition on same-sex marriage remains in effect," end quote. The plaintiffs say they are ready to continue their fight if the issue goes any further.
We're next up to bat, really. We're in the batter's box.
I did reach out to Governor Otter's office for comment. They would not go on camera, but did tell me that if the Ninth Circuit rules against them, they will appeal to the Supreme Court. To date, the state of Idaho has spent about $71,000 in taxpayer money to fight this case. Live in studio, Chris Oswalt, today's 6 on Your Side.